don't mind the lady's court. Just a game we play. Figuring how we'll kill you if you cross 9 fingers.
Before you ask, I ain't got none of that plum Prosecco. Now, what can I get you, newcomer? Beverages of distinction, or in some cases, extinction, if you ain't careful. How you feeling today? Lucky?
It's an orphanage, Ukta. What would you have me do? Seize their toys as payment?
Well, they failed to pay tribute. We should withdraw our protection, at the very least.
And cede more ground to the Stone Lord? You're not suggesting I yield a single inch of the city, my city, to this cult?
We already look weak. If you're seen to be forgiving debts...
I didn't say forgive. Seize the building. Arm any children old enough. If they protect what's mine, we'll consider that a start on what's owed.
Yes, Guildmaster. Excuse me? This is a private council.
Keep your underpants clean, Ukta. We're playing host to a hero. You recall our reports of Ketheric Thorm, General of the Absolute, Champion of Merkel, unkillable Tyrant of Moonrise. Meet the one who killed him. A little less impressive as revelations go. You'll forgive the spying, I hope. The Guild keeps watch for anyone of interest passing through our gates. I'd say you qualify. I already know the one thing about you that I need to. You've crossed paths with the cult's leadership before, and you're still standing. I mean to burn the Absolute from the face of my city. So if you mean to help, congratulations. We just became the best of friends. Oh, did you enjoy the encounter? I have no doubt you gave them a good talking to. The rats usually keep a lid on their nastier notions, but with the Stone Lord business distracting me, some are starting to test the leash. All the more reason to be rid of the cult quickly. So I can remind my crews it's not a leash round their necks if they cross me. It's a noose. Knowing what I know usually comes at a cost. But let's say we'll put it on your tab. The leader of some new crew that's intent on paining my arse. If he was just another upstart who didn't like paying guild dues, fair enough. But he and his crew make no demands. Leave no survivors to pass on a message. All I know is that on every scrap of ground he takes from me, the cult of the Absolute soon starts sprouting. Doesn't matter. Whatever god the prick prays to, I'll send him to meet it soon enough. Ha! Which part? The Stone Lords hollowed this place out. Half my crews are fled or in hiding. Orin's faithless try to pierce my ranks every day, while Gortash's toy soldiers control the streets. When the Absolute's army arrives to wage war on the city, our best hope is to make sure they have no leaders in here willing to open the gates for them. We don't. The Zentarim work for me. Time was I'd charge the bastards double if I let them into my hall at all, but times change. The Guild is many things, but it's not an army. If the Absolute keeps pushing in on our territory, then I need a little weight to push back. Simple enough. After Jaheira warned me and then disappeared, I went nosing into the cult for myself. I could bore you with the details. How I found evidence of Gortash's projects, traced him to Orin the Red, and made a safe bet there was some dried-out old necromancer to round out the three. Because it's always the dead, bloody three. Has been half-gods who can't help but make their irrelevance everyone else's problem. Oh. You've got some juicy little tidbit I haven't heard yet. Huh. It seems like my intelligence on you was patchy at best. That's annoying. Don't pout. For a brief second, I did weigh the odds on killing you. But if there's a tainted elder brain slopping around below my city, I think we need one another more than ever. So, as long as you can keep a lid on what's growing inside you, we're allies. Until you can't, and we're not. Simple enough, I reckon. Now, war to be fought. You need anything? You have. But don't be so quick to bat away a helping hand. You'll find few enough of them in this city. The Flaming Fist can be bought. The Harpers are scattered, and the Parliament of Peers, well, they're just generally too inbred to be useful. The Absolute's at our gate, and the Guild are the only ones truly standing against it. I was planning to soften you up a bit first, but... straight to business then. Of all the pains in my arse the Absolute was delivered, one in particular keeps growing. A new gang boss who calls himself the Stone Lord. If he was just another upstart who didn't like paying guild dues, fair enough. All I know is that on every scrap of ground he takes from me, the cult of the Absolute soon starts sprouting. He's a prick, whoever he prays to. We know where he plans to hit next. A little operation the Guild have run in the city's counting house. Likely my crew has it in hand. Snare set, ready to draw it tight. But I like a little certainty. And you've dealt with bigger bastards handily enough. Might be more accurate to say the Guild is the city's bank. We bought them out years back. Perfectly legitimate. As I said, I like a little certainty. Obliged. Shouldn't pose any problem for you. In return, if I can offer aid, information, just ask.
Knife. A hot...
Look now, the Guildmaster's little hunt is bringing all sorts of new faces out of the woodwork.
I know times are tough.
Virtus est scientia.
Looking ahead with a flick of the wrist. Can't give up now. Something over there.
Quality of journalism's pure toilet too these days. Can't believe they didn't
This is the new light in your life. Vologia's fireworks will brighten your day. With pyrotechnics, projectile. Faces, hands, and eyebrows. How do we protect them?
Watch for wind direction. Put on your gloves. And a light at arm's length.
Very good. And what does Uncle Falogir always say?
Once it's lit, you commit.
Excellent! Now remember, Falogir's Fireworks accepts no liability for singed nails, toasted eyelashes, loss of limbs, scalded torsos, or blown off heads. Now, you there. What can I do for you?
You feel an all too familiar squirm in the recesses of your mind. He has a tadpole.
Aha! A fellow friend of Gortash. Praise the Absolute. I have a special sample, available just for you, if you wish. This one will be very useful against any and all enemies of Gortash. Be sure to be clear of its explosion area. Please enjoy responsibly, and nowhere near this establishment. Is there anything else I can do for you? What else? I don't know what you mean. We're purveyors of smoke powder. Anything that can be lit, flamed, or fired up. Smoke powder is a beautiful mistress. She will not be limited to one form, and she is quite malleable in the right hands. What are you really asking, friend of Gortash? Forgive me. I did not know I had kept Gortash's humble servant waiting. You may bring this message to him. Everything is right on schedule. The next batch will be dispatched within a 10-day. Exceptional quality, if I do say so myself. The Gondians will know it when they see it. I believe that concludes this purchase order. We very much appreciate Lord Gortash's continued honoring of our humble establishment with his custom. Have you tried or perhaps the delicate simplicity of a perfectly crafted torch? Heavens, no. I'm just the humble proprietor, Avery Sunshall, at your service. Descendant of the great Falogir Sunshall. But you can call me Falogir if you like. Help spread the brand, see? Of course. Browse responsibly now. Remember, and if it's not a firework...
Not for communal use, it seems.
Employees only past this point. You want to buy something? Talk to Mr. Sunshall.
Have you tried? Or perhaps the delicate simplicity of...
Maintaining temperature. Steady at the mark.
You still look like a customer to me. You still look like...
Any torches, matches, wizards, or other sources of open flame, keep them unlit, please.
You have to pay me.
Pipes are looking a little rusted. Are we scheduled for maintenance? Can't afford a failure on a critical pipe. Not critical, just a bastard if it breaks. Won't blow us up.
You can barely make out what the Gazette's printing these days.
Little un found his forks gutted. Didn't see it happen more, thank the gods. City's home to some proper...
I got lost. And then when I found Mummy and Daddy again, they wouldn't get up. I shouldn't have run away. I'm sorry.
Oh, poor kid found his parents like this.
Are we scheduled for maintenance? Can't afford a failure on a critical pipe. Not critical, just a bastard if it breaks. Won't blow us up.
The corpse. The corpse is...
Are we at temperature yet? Maintaining temperature.
Let's get this kid some help.
We look two these days. I can't believe they didn't even interview these folks they're trashing.
Failure on a pipe.
Right. Downstairs.
You don't have the pocket money for that.
I mean, can't believe everything you read, but if even half Edra's reporting is true, some folk are just nasty.
Tempers are rising.
Never a dull moment.
You can barely make out what the Gazette's printed these days.
All right. What now? Don't worry about the smell.
guard caught you picking a lock. Perhaps you'd like to try the lock of your very own cell. The guard is impassive. Your little speech was unconvincing. Gold may have made your problem go away this time.
Walking funny isn't a crime. I'll make a report to the city maintenance.
Wonder what's past this.
Quality of journalism is pure pointless too these days. Can't believe they didn't even interview these folks they're trashing.
Guard caught you picking a lock. Perhaps you'd like to try the lock of your very own. The benefit of the doubt can...
What am I supposed to do then? Miscreants creeping around all the city like death itself?
What do you want me to do? Arrest the smell?
Some else you are. You can smell it.
Is that blood? No, never mind.
All right. What now?
Let's move. No one's stopped me yet.
Is that blood? No, never mind. Bet that will fit in my pack.
looking ahead. Might be useful.
How many die today? How many die tomorrow?